What am I doing? Good morning. I don't know what I'm doing. Surprise, surprise. There we are. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, Stephanie, what's going on with New York? I thought we were, I mean, I know it was fake spring, but I didn't expect this. We woke up and there was like a dusting. I mean, a dusting, but still, there was a dusting of snow on the car. I'm not very happy about that. I think that's kind of rude. So, oh, do I want to become a member of this channel? No, I already give this channel all of my money. Um, what a weird question, YouTube. So I'm sitting off to the side today. So you're looking at my thread collection, part of it anyway, because I have a stack of new cork, but also my sewing machine is still set up. I started sewing on my like filming table a few months ago, when, or probably like in January when I was doing some Zoom classes, and now I just don't want to leave. I kind of like being right here. So I'm just too lazy to move my machine like 6 feet in that direction. So that's why I'm sitting awkwardly over to the side. And that's why you're looking at all of the junk behind me, including my trophy. So, so good morning, everybody. I'm gonna sip some coffee just because I can. Thank you, Leslie. Eric is here. He's just not here. I asked him if he wanted to do YouTube today, and he said no. And then he got a package in the mail, and he's doing, I have no idea what, upstairs. My mom's here, but she's in the other room shipping orders. That's where I was. It's okay, Susan. It's not like snow, but like I looked out the kitchen window this morning while I was making coffee, and there was just a very light coating of snow on the top of the car. And I was like, no, it's it's March 21st. No, this is BS. I don't like it. Thank you. Thank you. I colored my hair a couple weeks ago because I I saw or I posted that old video. My hair was really dark and I missed it. So I decided to color my hair. My hairdresser is going to be really mad at me, but I'll deal with the consequences. All right. So, okay, I'm going to stop sipping my coffee. So, we got a bunch of restocks this week, and unfortunately, I don't have a second restock video for you, but I did tell Eric that we needed one, that it was requested. So, hopefully, he does one. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I have my computer here, but it's easier if I can look up and see the comments right there. So I don't know why I need two different versions of my face, but okay. So I did not plan anything big for you guys today. I was actually thinking about deciding on a topic and like really talking about something, but I just didn't. I didn't take the time. So I do have restocks. I have a huge pile. I wanted to show you a little sneak preview of a video that I filmed earlier. And thank you, everybody. And hopefully later on, Eric will come down and we can do a separate restock video. He may or may not throw the cork at me. I don't know. It was just one of those things that just kind of happened. So I have asked him if he would participate, and he said yes. And he goes, well, we can't do the same thing. I don't know why we can't, but he's probably scheming some kind of crazy idea. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Janet, you just might have another tiny little itty bitty box of cork coming your way. So speaking of, thank you all for all of the orders this week. You have kept me super busy, and now my mom, because I was having a little tiny bit of a panic attack earlier this week because I was like, I can't get all this stuff done. I have to get kits done. I have to get orders done. And I was just kind of freaking out. So as any good mother, my mom was like, it's okay. I got this. I'll ship your orders. You worry about kits. Because my mom doesn't help with those kits because they have to be like cut to actual size. And she doesn't like cutting. She doesn't like cutting pieces. She doesn't like cutting the big chunks of cork. She doesn't like cutting like the actual sizes for a bag, which is totally fine. So sewing is great therapy, but sometimes just hanging out with your friends is good therapy. So, you know, we're just hanging out here. And Kim and anybody else coming to Cleveland, I think, I don't have confirmation yet, but I think we are going to have new stuff before we go to Cleveland. It's looking promising. We only have a week left. We only have a week left. I'm so not ready, but it's okay. It's okay. So, I filmed a little bit of content this week, and I really appreciate that you guys really liked it too. So we did our new stuff that's coming, a little like release video, and then we also did a restock video, and it was very well received. So I'm always looking for different ideas of things to put on my channel, especially things that I can film that are quick, that don't require a full day of filming and then a full day of editing. Those videos are great, but they do take a lot of time. So we were talking, I think last week, about Kaylee, which is like right over here. That's one of the Kayleys. I released that video last week, the week before. Everything is a blur. I have no idea. At some point in March, I gave you the Kaylee video. And I was talking about doing a separate video for the other styles of hardware. So, and it's not edited yet. I still have to work on it, but I made a separate video that will have icicles and jewels. So all the information that you need for installing those, and strap keepers, strap ends, and double D-rings. So all of this hardware is currently on the website. I did do some updating yesterday too on the hardware page. This will be a separate video with all this. And now I have these cute little samples that I can carry anywhere. And if you say, how does that get attached? I can say like this. So I can take these with me to a show. So if you're coming to a show, I might have these sitting on my table. But I'm getting excited because it's, you know, it's a quick video. Where can I put these? There's no room. I thought my table was clean, but I am running out of room everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, Arnetta. Sometimes Eric takes his job very, very seriously. And I said to him, can you help me make a restock video? I was like, I think what I said to him was, can you throw the cork to me? Like, it would be cute if I was like, and this one, and this one. So instead he was literally chucking them at my face. And then he threw a bottle of juice at me. We had just gotten groceries and I hadn't brought them upstairs yet. The video was the last thing we were doing before we went upstairs. And so I did not know he was going to throw a bottle of juice at me. So you can never, ever predict what Eric will do. And I was not expecting that. I will tell him that you really enjoyed the video, and I will tell him that he needs to do another one. So I can hear him in the kitchen doing something. So hopefully, hopefully I'll get him down here soon. Bonnie from Scotland. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So, and Karen is my new quilt sample maker, not for me, for herself, but Karen is working on one of my quilt patterns. And I think we all forget that I actually have quilt patterns because I never talk about them or do anything with them. Should we? Should we have a little show and tell one of these days of quilt patterns? Probably, but we do so much with bag making that I just don't show them off that much. They're still on my website, but I should. Okay, so that was the first thing that I did. Second thing that I did, you guys want to see my quilts. I will arrange that for another day if you want to. I can do that. I'll show you my quilt patterns. Some of my quilts are on the floor right now because my dogs lay on them, but I do have a giant stack of quilts out in the other room. I should do something with them at least once a year, let them see the sunlight. They're just kind of folded up and sitting in a corner. So it's kind of sad. But okay, what else did I want to tell you before we look at all the restocks? The stack of restocks is like this high. There's a ton of them, and I don't think I even grabbed all of them. What else? What else did I do this week besides panic about not being ready for Cleveland and then preemptively panic because I have more stuff in April? I don't remember. I'll think of stuff that I wanted to tell you. What I did want to say, I said this and then everybody had great ideas and I didn't realize that we do have some of the things that you want. Let's start there. No, I'm not demonstrating anything today. I'm just sitting here talking and showing off cork, which is what we do a lot on Fridays. So the plum and gold was our most recent gold fleck cork. And then we talked about the coral, which came in and went very quickly. It's on reorder. It should be here in a few weeks. So probably not before Cleveland, but very soon thereafter. So we have the light coral and we have the mustard. And I said, do you like these? Do you want more cork with the gold flecks? I have a cart over there. I'm not throwing stuff on the floor. And a lot of you said navy. And guess what? We already have navy. So I think we all just forgot that we have navy. We also have olive. And sometime in April, we will be expanding to another color with the gold fleck. So stay tuned. It will be coming soon. Am I going to Raleigh in May? Yes, I am. Yep, I will be at the OSQE show the first weekend of May. I think it's the first weekend. I did get an update on my classes, and there are still rooms. Nope. There is still room in both of my Raleigh classes. One of them is halfway sold out. One of them is getting there. And then in my Cleveland class, I only have 3 seats. That's 3. That's 2. 3 seats left in my train case class. So I'm very excited. So thank you to everybody that signed up. Very, very excited. Let me see. Am I going to offer, what am I doing? Am I going to offer additional colors of the pre-cut cork guitar adjustable straps? What would you like to see, Zena? Why don't you tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and I'll see if I can make that happen for you. Purple. Well, the purple with the plum that we have is the purple with the gold. They don't have another purple. So the plum is the purple. The train case is this, and it is a free pattern. It is on my YouTube channel. I don't remember if there's a PDF for it or not. I cannot remember. I could look right now. Let me see. Let me tell you if you have to download anything, because I don't remember. What's my website? Why is Lauren not here doing all of my hard work for me? Tutorials and free patterns. Let's find out together, Yvonne, if you have to download anything or if it's all in the video. Let's see. I see nothing here, which means all the measurements and the info would be in the video. Okay, so train case, 3 seats left in that one. You would like chocolate. Zena, I could do that. I could definitely do that for you. Let me work on that soon. Let me stop panicking about Cleveland. So it might not be next week. It might be in April, but I will do that. Yes. Oh, good, Christy, you're going to come. That's awesome. So I am all over the place. If you're watching for the first time, this is usually what it's like. I'm not going to apologize. So will I ever be in Indiana? I've driven through Indiana. I don't have anything planned at this moment, but if I do, or if there's any shows or anything, I will let you know. As of right now, I have nothing. I have nothing this year for Indiana, but who knows? Things change a lot. We never know. I never know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from myself. So yes. And Zena, just because I don't remember a lot of things after I stop talking, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down on the back of this because I don't have a piece of paper. Don't judge me. Okay. All right, there. I wrote it down. That's going to be my little notebook. Okay. So, what am I doing in Cleveland? That's a great question, Debbie. I am going to the OSQE show. That's the Original Sewing and Quilting Expo. It took me a year to finally get the letters correct. Their website is sewingexpo.com, and I will be teaching 2 classes. I will be vending, and I will also be doing a make it, take it in my booth. So any local classes? No, I'm not teaching anything locally right now. We have some in-person retreats at the shop, but that's about it. So I don't have anything local. Anything else? Any other questions? Thank you, Terry. Let's see here. All right. Zena, I usually write on my hand. So at least I've upgraded from writing notes on the palm of my hand. I never have paper nearby. I had a Post-it note stack at some point this morning. I don't know where it is. Okay, so let's look at restocks, and then there will be a separate restock video for sure, but let's look at what we got restocked in case you missed it or we're looking for something. And then if there's something that you don't see, let me know and I can tell you if it's on the list that's coming in or if it's on the list that will be in the future. So no particular order here. We got Till Death. This is one of Eric's EVL. So this is on the EVL page. I burped. So this, I love this one. We haven't had this one in a while. Honestly, she kind of got forgotten about. That's why she looks so angry. So this one is back. I want to make something out of this because I still have it and I love purple. I just don't know what I want to make with it, but I want to make something with that one. So that is on the EVL page. Yeah, I understand there's a lot of the ones for Eric that we need to scale down, but just remember too, there's different bag sizes and shapes and styles. And unfortunately, we can't scale every single thing down, but I do have a list of some of the ones that you guys would like in a smaller size. We were actually talking about it this morning about having some, you know, in smaller sizes, but not everybody is making wallets in small bags. So it's good to have a variety. So just be open-minded. That's all. You check the train case video. I did give cutting instructions dated January 6, 2023. Terry coming in with all the info. Thank you. All right. Oh, hold on. Now my mom needs a verification code. Hold on. She's shipping your orders right now, so she's going to need a code. 7042233. 7042233. There. Got to help my mom out because she's doing all the hard work. All right. Rainbow Chevron is back. Always a favorite. It's not super pastel. It's like, I call it like warm pastel. Not super, super light, but somewhere in the middle. It goes with the pinks, the purples, the corals. It's such a good one. I have made too many things from that one. I need to not make stuff out of that one anymore just because. We also have from EVL, Rituals. This one is a little satanic panic-esque. So not for everybody. I totally understand. So this one is back. I also love this one. I don't have anything that I've made out of it like for a sample, but Eric asked me to make him a little pouch to carry some of his medication. And he was like, could you make it out of my cork? And so I made him that one. Did I tell you guys that story? I feel like I told the Patreons. I just in case I didn't. It's fun. Hold on. So I went upstairs because my husband had said, could you make me a pouch to carry some of my medication in? And I brought this with me because I wanted to see if it was the right size. And I said, can we check this out? And I put the stuff in. I said, there, that's a good size. And he just had this kind of look on his face. And I was like, and I knew what he was thinking, but I was just waiting. I said, what? And he goes, rainbow? Really? I said, what, you don't like it? And he was like, well, I said, I'm just checking it for size. But he really thought that I was going to make him carry this around. I think it's beautiful. Apparently it's not his style, which is fine. It's fine. I'm not offended. But just having him look at me like, wait, what? That's what I'm going to have to pull out of my lunch bag at work? Yes, honey, it is. But I made him one out of the Rituals. All right. We got black and white polka dots. We also have black polka dots on natural, and we have it on mustard, and we're getting it in another color. And I'll let you guess, but I'm not going to tell you what color. But we are getting the black and white, the black polka dots on another solid. And you can figure out which one. It should be here very soon. Okay. I did this to you guys. I made a bag. I sold this out. This is Posh. I made this bag right here. And all of you wanted Posh and Ballerina. And then it sold out. So we have some of this here, but we have more of this coming. So if you buy a piece or if you go to buy it and it's already sold out again, it's on the next restock. I know that for sure because I made sure, and they are printing or finishing up printing literally right now. So the next restock will be in very soon. So Posh is here and more is coming. We got black swirly hearts, which I love. I love this one. This one is always a good one because it's not super girly, but it's, you know, just, it's fun. It's swirly. So we've got this one. I love your guesses. I'm not saying, but I love your guesses. We got rainbow knit. Rainbow knit was not the most popular quirk. Like it's had its moments, but I'll turn it over. That way it's actually knit. I had a sample of the notebook cover. I don't know where it is, that I did in Washington. And because I had this out, we sold out of this, which I was not expecting. So rainbow knit is back. All right. More for Eric, EVL. We got the rock and roll cork. I love this one too. Eric's favorite color is not red, but you can't tell by the things that he does because there's red on everything. It's just the way that it does it. Black polka dots on ballerina. Ooh. Ooh. My brain is thinking. Mushrooms. You guys didn't even know that this was sold out because the last piece flew off the shelf as the next roll was coming in. So mushrooms. I love this cork. I think it's so sweet. I just think it's adorable. I made a little tote bag out of that one, and I love that one. Let's see. Spare parts, EVL. That's always a good one. I do have a sample of this, thanks to Mary Ellen. She made me a Linda, and it's super cute. All right. We did get some more of the cats, the little cats. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think the cats are going to stick around. I think the cats might be done for a while. They're slowing down. All right. So if you desperately want them, plead your case. Let me know if I need to keep these in stock. But every time we get rid of something, we get other things. So it's always good. And as of this moment, last night I organized everything. I made sure every single cork was labeled. I labeled the shelves so it would be easier for my mom to find things when she's here shipping. And with all the stuff that's coming in, I counted, we have 16 new corks coming in. Some of them are like brand new. Some of them are recoloring. Some of them are resizing. We have 16 new corks coming in on this next order. And I went through and I found a space for every one of them. And now I have zero space left. None. I have nothing left for any new cork. So we either need a new shelf or we have to move things out. So the cats, so see, they're cats, but they're so tiny. See, sometimes little is not the best. There's little sleeping cats, but they're skull shaped. So from a distance, everyone thinks they're skulls, but they're actually cats. So cats, they might be leaving. Just saying. We got Who, always a favorite. I made a backpack out of this one and it's super cute. We need a new shelf. Connie, I don't have a place to put the new shelf. That's part 2 of the problem. Get the new shelf, but then also find a place for the new shelf. How am I running out of room here? It doesn't make any sense. We moved into this building because we had so much room. And I was like, we're never going to fill all this space. And now we're already running out of room. So I guess we have to move again. We got painted dots. I love this one because it's just so simple, but it's just fun and cheery. So we got that one. We got pastel floral. I love this one. I did make a Sydney out of this and I love it. Yes, I'm very happy about that, Nancy. Growing is fantastic. It's also, it makes you panic sometimes, especially when you think that you can take on way too many things and you do 99% of it by yourself. So it's always good to be ambitious, but sometimes it gets you into trouble. And apparently I girl bossed too hard and now I've run out of room for all the cork. So gonna have to find some shelf space somewhere. Patchwork is back. We have a lot of bright colored and multicolored prints, which is good. This one is Rose Skulls. I never remember the name of this one, but it's back. This one is on the scale down list, just an FYI. So this one will probably be, we just restocked it, but this one will probably be on the next round of cork that we order in a smaller size. But I do love this one. I just think this one is so much fun. So just, I don't know, it's just cute. Yes, that's skulls, but it's cute. That is an EVL one. All right. Dizzy. We got Dizzy. I love this one too. I love all of them. There's nothing here that I'm like, so, which is also fun, but I do try to expand and do things that are out of my comfort zone because you guys like them. Right now in the restocks, I don't really have anything though. I don't have anything that I'm not super excited about. So that's always good. This one has always been a really good seller. This is the black and white flowers on mauve. I've done so many projects out of this one. I also have to not make any more because I love that one so much. XL Wildflowers. So this is one of their prints that they have in a small scale on the natural, which we've had forever. And I said, could you increase it and put it on white? So this is XL Wildflowers. And the reason behind that one is this. That's my computer case. And as soon as I ordered it, I was like, that looks like one of the corks that we carry. And it is. So we have it in the XL on the white. And I just think it's so much more, I don't know, it's so much more exciting. I like it on the natural. It's a good, like, small scale, but it's so well. Oh, Yvonne, just wait, because I actually have some new stuff to show you guys too. We got some more striped lemons. I think this one is super cute. I haven't made anything out of this one yet, but I do like it. It's just so, it's fun. It's got a wallpaper kind of vibe to it, but in a good way. So I like that one. Okay, last but not least of the restocks, the birds. We have birds. I ordered a lot of this. The shelf is full. We will see how long it lasts, but these traditional birds, they're always flying out. I did make a poppy wallet out of this. And I've seen so many projects that you guys have made from this cork, and I love it. This is on the EVL page. That is one of Eric's. Speaking of EVL, his new cork is in what's being printed right now, or it is printed. I'm not sure. His new corks, he has 4 designs. One has 2 colorways. Those will be coming, I'm guessing, mid-April. It all depends on the timing. If it gets in early enough before I leave for Cleveland, it can get on the website. If it gets in like as we're leaving for Cleveland, I won't have time to photograph. So, excuse me. So I'm going to try my best, but also I have 0 control over my manufacturer and FedEx. So we're hoping for the best. All right. So earlier this week, amongst, well, there was the restocks, but also there was new cork. The new cork that went on sale on Wednesday. And some of you were very disappointed that you missed out on some stuff. And I am very sorry about that. It's not something I can predict. Business is not predictable and cork is never predictable. I can think that something is going to sell and order a bunch of it and you don't want it. I can order a little tiny bit and it flies off the shelf. We just never know. So the new releases that happened this week, they were shown and they had access. The Patreons and YouTube members had access first because that is one of the privileges that they get. So they bought a bunch of it and then it goes to the website. Once it was on the website, a lot of it did sell out, but it is coming back. So currently, and I don't have them in front of me, I'm sorry. Summer Floral, the light coral with gold, and the lime green, they are all on order. They will be here like within the next week or 2. So they're all coming back very, very quickly. Black Mamba, which I did not expect to sell out so quickly, was like that. Gone off the shelf. That one will be another one that we restock. It's just going to be a little bit. That one's probably not going to be in until the summer. I'm going to try to sneak it on to the next order, but there's a method to what I do, but there's also certain things I can't control, and I have to, things have to be in, they have to be ready to ship, all that kind of stuff. So if Black Mamba is ready and I can get it on the next order, we'll call this order number 3, then hopefully it will be in sooner, but right now it's marked for like June. Other than that, I did not intend on, like last Friday, I was going to release Cork Club for March today, and then I decided I'm just going to put it all out there. I'm just going to give you all of it. So I did. So March Court Club, there's Lauren. March Court Club was the natural and silver, always a good basic. It was the blue tiles. And I'm trying to go less flowers. I'm trying my best. So we did some tiles, but like how beautiful with all these blues. These tiles are exactly 1 inch. It doesn't matter, but I'm just letting you know that. But look how pretty. All the blues, yellows, greens, and they're all color matched. Just so you know, everything is color matched. You click on the listing, you can see all the suggested matches. Those are the first two. And then the third one, we had 2 new ones. This one's waves. Just trying something a little bit different, you know? Would this be more vibrant if it was on a white background? Sure. But, you know, we gotta mix it up a little bit. Not everything can be on white, but I like this one. I think it's a little bit more gender neutral. It's not in your face. There's nothing overly girly about it. That right there kind of looks like a rose, but really it could just be like a swirl. So I thought it was really good. Janet made a beautiful Annabelle that is in the Cork Fanatics group. In this, she mixed with black. Looks so good. Technically speaking, I can't tell if this is black or navy. It looks black, but then it looks navy. So you could really go either way. And I kind of love a cork like that you can mix a whole bunch of them. But go check out her bag. It's so good. And it was so fast. So that was March Court Club. And April Court Club is here. It's in the building. It's cut. Eric did so much cutting this week. And we will be packing that up and shipping it probably when we get back from Cleveland. And then you will be getting three new corks with April Court Club. So it is in the building. It's very exciting. So I'm very, very excited. So not every month is brand new, but March you got 2. I think January and February you got 2 or 3. April you are getting 3. I'm pretty excited about April. I think it's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm always excited, but April, my manufacturer sent me some samples with an order, and they were some of the things that I had been looking at, but not ready to jump on. And then as soon as I saw them, I got excited. I was excited. I am excited. Okay, so I have something going on here. I have 2 new corks that I don't know what it's doing right now. It's dirty. I have 2 new corks that are not on the website, but that will be coming next week. But I also have 2 that I'm looking for opinions. So a yes or a no, you can let me know. So first, these first 2 will be on the website at some point next week. I'll do another little release video. I'm getting in touch with my inner Lauren, and it's working very well. So you will be having, you will get these. Yeah, words. You will have these corks available to you at some point next week. First up is the gray leaves. I mean, maybe. Gray leaves is kind of reminiscent of the blue hypnotic, but it's all like the light and the medium gray. It kind of looks like almost like tie-dye. It has a purpley tinge to it. So while it looks good with gray, it actually looks really awesome with purple, and I did color match it. You can see how they both look next to it. So this will be coming next week. This was one that this is one of our exclusives. I got a sample of it like a year ago, and I sat on it, and I just kept looking at it and looking at it, and I was like, do I like it? Is it interesting? I don't know. I don't know. And I had one single piece of it left. I had just kind of been playing around with it, and I brought it to Washington, and my friend Kathy from K-Dill Handmade was like, oh, I need that. What is that cork? I need it right now. And then she talked about it on her channel, and I was like, wow, if you're going to talk about it, I guess I have to get it. And Kim, it looks so good with raisin. Like, oh, it's perfect. It looks so good. So gray leaves will be coming to you very soon. And then this one reminded me of somebody, and I don't see her on here today, but it reminded me of one of my customers and her kind of colors. But this one is pastel leaves. So it's got a little bit of like a checkerboard kind of a print, but when you look up close, It's got the purples and the corals and the blues. This one looks so good with the coral color and also, which one? Caribbean, no, pastel green. Looks really, really good. And I did color match it for you. So this one's super fun. This I did on a little, like a tiny little key fob sample for my class in Washington. And it looks, I mean, even on something tiny, it looks really, really cute. So these two you will have next week for sure. Okay. Now, here's where you guys get to decide. I only ordered a couple pieces of each of these two that I'm going to show you because I didn't know. I didn't know if we should or not. I didn't want to get too crazy. I like them both, but I want to get your opinions. So first up, and just give me a yes or a no. All right. Rainbows, but cute little tiny rainbows. Like, look how, like, they're little. So rainbows, it's a very pale red in the rainbow, and then it's all the rainbow colors and a tiny speckle, tiny little speckle on white. We have rainbows. So yes or no? Do I add this to my next restock? Do we need this? I think it's so cute, but I just want to make sure before it's taking up shelf space and nobody wants it. I just want to know. What your thoughts are. No, we have a yes and no. We're tied. No, it looks like the Cork version of the cotton. Oh, yes, absolutely. All right. A lot, meh. All right. Well, I'm glad that I didn't get too much of this. Thank you for your honesty. All right. I do have a tiny little bit. So if somebody does like it, I have a little bit, but it looks like we're going to pass on this one. And that's fine. Trust me. All right. I'm going to let you get all your no's out. I don't make enough bags to have an opinion on it. All right. So we're done with rainbows. Here is option number 2. This one, again, I like it. It's totally fine. I just want to know before it gets a sticker and takes up shelf space, how do we feel about it? We have some peacock feathers with like a teal, a purple, and a yellow. Just very simple. I mean, more than just peacock feathers. It has like the other ones in between. How do we feel about that? Okay. So Many Creations, which is me, says it's cute, but it's not. It's Lauren. Okay. Mardi Gras. It is kind of like Mardi Gras colors. You're right. I wasn't even I'm looking going, something's familiar about this. So, all right. I like the feathers. Okay. We got a few no's, but yes. Okay. All right. So I think this one will be added to the restock. We will get some more of this one in. All right. Pat's no on feathers. Pat, no on 2 of them, but that's okay. All right. I feel like we have enough yeses that we will restock this one. So sadly, let's take a moment of silence for the rainbows. We're going to say goodbye to them. It's fine. I only have a few pieces of it anyway. It's no hard feelings. So we'll say goodbye. And we'll get the peacocks. Misty. Yes. It's not dream catchers. So dream catchers. That was the other one. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Dream catchers. So that was it was not an exclusive design. Like, they could bring it back, but as of right now, they ordered a small amount and then I bought all of it and now there is no more. So will I be able to get that dream catcher back? No. Does that mean, that we will not have a dream catcher in the future? No, that's not it. I will definitely work on a dream catcher design that we can have that will be an exclusive So Many Creations that if it sells out, we just keep reordering it. It won't be sold out forever. So if you missed out on dream catchers, hang on, because we will get a dream catcher print. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be even better than that one. But I did like the scale of that one and the colors. It had like a lot of like pinks and like tealies and purple. So I will work on something that we can have that will just be for us. And we will get that probably towards the summer. We'll definitely get that. I know a lot of you were very bummed about the dream catchers. Again, I never know. Like, we used to have a dream catcher one years ago and it was super cute. I don't even have a piece of it. Like, it's gone. I had a bag made out of it and somebody bought it. I have nothing from that dream catcher. It was super cute, but you know, and we would sell out and restock and sell out and restock, and then it just kind of died out. So I was like, okay, maybe everyone's over the dream catchers. I ordered that one with no intention and you guys loved it. Loved it. So we will definitely get a dream catcher cork for sure. It'll be better. It'll be better than that one. All right. So thank you for helping me decide. It's always nice to hear your opinions. I understand there's many more of you that are not here, but if that many people like or don't like something, I don't really see the point in investing in it. If it's just not gonna, it's gonna sit on my shelf. What's the point? We don't want stuff sitting on the shelves, right, Lauren? Like, you know, we want stuff that you guys want to use and want to make stuff out of. There's no sense in just having random things for no reason. And that's probably why I was hesitant on the gray. Okay. Because I didn't know, because I liked it and I wasn't sure and I just never showed anybody, and now you guys like it and it's here. So, okay. Did I think of anything else that I wanted to tell you? I don't think that I did. I think that was everything. Do you have any questions? Because I can't think of, maybe there was something else and I don't remember. I'm a little overwhelmed this week, so I don't remember a lot of things, but I think I went over all the stuff. So, what else do you want to know? What do you want me to tell you? Oh, we're also talking, while you think of things that you want to know or don't know, we were also talking last week about doing a Friday Live where we talk about starting a YouTube channel and like all the questions that you might have and all that kind of stuff. If you want to do that, and we have talked about it in the past, it'll probably be a lot of the same information, but maybe there are people here that were not here or have new questions. If there's anybody that wants that, I can schedule it. I would be happy to do it next week if you want to chat about that. Next week will be our last live until it'll be 2 weeks because I will be in Cleveland, and more than likely I will not be able to go live, at least on my normal Friday. So, okay. What kind of thread? Oh, behind me? It is a mix. It is my favorite wizardry, which is Tex 35. So this is wizardry. It's all bonded polyester. I always go to Melissa first because I do like to support small businesses and she has amazing colors. And if it's something that she doesn't have, I go to our good old Wawick, whatever you want to call it. And this is OptiPop. And of course I covered the tag. I think it's also Tex 35. I'm pretty sure. It has pink dots on it because I was using it in a classroom and just so people knew it was mine. Tex 45. So I've got 35 and 45. And then from Wizardry, I use the Tex 35. My HD9 will take a heavier thread, but I just like this weight. So that's just my preference. This, the gold from Wizardry, one of the best colors ever. And it's something you look at and you're like, eh, it's so good. It goes with so many things. Also, this one, this is the bright purple. Like, I can't get enough of this. And I'm going to show you a trick that Kathy showed me that Lauren also shows people. When this happens and your thread's all over the place, just pull it. Just pull it really tight. You can do this with your bobbins too. And it kind of pulls it into the spool and then it doesn't undo itself. So there, now I've showed you everything. So, thank you. I'm getting my nails done on Monday, so I will have new nails. Oh, you did, Sandy. Thank you. I'm glad that you had a piece. So we can look at the old Dreamcatcher cork and we'll see what we think about it compared to the new Dreamcatcher cork. And then we'll find a better, it'll be third Dreamcatcher, but the best one. So, all right. So as far as the thread, the reason that I also have the 35 is because, and not anymore, but I used to sometimes sew on a domestic. I don't sew on a domestic at all anymore. I just use my HD9. I point at things that you can't see. My HD9's right there. I have my HD9 and a Juki. So I have the 35 because it sews on different machines. Plus, sometimes I'll bring it with me to classes. You can go heavier. I'm just kind of lazy and I like using my thread cutter. And so with the heavy, heavy thread, you really can't use the thread cutter. So just saying. Yes, Carol, I think that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw this, is that this looks like the same color that's on your jeans. But this with any of the yellow corks, it looks so good. I was using this on the mustard and gold cork when I was making a violet. I had no idea it was going to match so good. I don't even remember ordering it. Like, I don't even remember that I ordered that color, but it works out really well. So let's see here. You're welcome. That little tip is something that the first time I ever sewed on the industrials at Lauren's place, Kathy, our friend Kathy, who helps in the classroom and does everything else. She's awesome. She came over and was showing me how to wind a bobbin, and she wound 2 for me, and she pulled, and I said, is that something I'm missing? Like, am I supposed to be doing something? And she was pulling on the thread. She goes, oh no, this is just like a thing that you do, and then your thread doesn't unwind from the bobbin. And I was like, oh, didn't even think about that, because that with the bonded polyester is a pain in the butt. It unwinds. And Lauren has done it in her videos. Somebody had mentioned it to me, and it just like, it's just one of those things. Once you catch on to it, you do it all the time. I do it with all my bobbins. I've got a bunch of bobbins here, and now they're not unwound because you just pull them. Just one of those silly things that you learn. The old one. I have to go look. I have to go see what, because I don't remember what it looked like. It's so crazy, Janelle. But I'm going to go look at it. All right. Yes, and welcome to Cork Fanatics. Okay. I have a new HD9. I'm looking for a good zipper foot. So I don't use a traditional zipper foot. I use cording feet. I just like these better than, I don't like the zipper foot that the HD9 has. Let me see if I have it. Nope, I don't have it over here because I don't like it. It's one of the ones that has the slide bar so you can move it left to right. I don't like it. So I use these. They're Teflon, but you can get them in metal too. So they're just cording feet. So you can use them when you're sewing piping, cording. You can use them for a zipper. These are my favorite. I really like those. Other than that, I sometimes will use my skinny foot that came on the machine. Just depends on what zipper I'm putting in, but typically these are the ones that I use. These are from one of 3 places. I don't remember. They're either from cutexsewing.com, Cutex Sewing Supplies, Cutex. They are from Amazon, or they are from Wallach. It depends on who has them in stock. So all of these feet, all of the ones that I use are from one of those 3 sources. So HD9 is high shank. So you have to have high shank feet. But those are the ones that I use the most. Those are my compensating feet. They have a little spring on them. And the cording feet. Those are the ones that I use constantly. And this one. So let's see here. Yes. Lauren putting all the links. Thank you. So Kim, here's another thing that I do. When I can't get it to nest on the spool, you see right there, there's like a little, I take my side cutters and I snip the plastic, and then I just make my own little tail holder. You can also get the nets, but I think I have 2 of them, and I don't know. Melissa from Wizardry likes to sew with the nets on, and whenever I do it, it doesn't work for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but my thread gets caught. So I'll use the nets to hold the thread in between, but I don't sew with them on. But I don't have enough nets for all my spools. So I have a lot of them that I've cut. Because in a classroom, when I'm getting ready and I'm just like taking stuff, it's just easier. So I just use my little side cutters, my little snips. So, all right. Amazing tape. Oh, Okay. All right. I see. I can't. I sew with the net on, and my spool gets all stupid, and it's more than likely me. 99% of the time, it's operator error. I'm well aware of that. The large net, it's hard to find the nets. I have some because Melissa gave them to me, but I don't have enough for all the spools. So yeah, that's the unfortunate part. And the big ones are hard to find. So I don't know. I don't know. Scotch tape and see, and that works too. I have done washi tape. The reason I don't do a lot of the tape is because a lot of times my spools get thrown into a basket. Don't even tell me she sells them. Of course she does. If you want large thread nets, go to geekyhardware.com. I didn't know she sold them. See, this is why I need Lauren in my life. This is why we all need Lauren. It probably does, but I just don't. Large are out of stock, but I bet she has them, so email her. Yep. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, so I think we've covered everything. Next week, bring all your questions. If you want to, well, no, because we're going to. There, I've made a decision. Next week, we are going to talk about starting a YouTube channel, how it works, all the stuff, with the little asterisk next to it that says, remember, Jessica's not an expert. She doesn't know that much. I will only tell you what I do know. So if you want to talk about starting stuff, if you want to, not starting stuff in like a negative way, you want to talk about starting a channel, you want to talk about how you get paid on YouTube, you want to talk about camera setups, you want to talk about all that stuff, I will tell you. I will tell you anything that I can. Yes, I am not an expert. It's not like I'm sitting here on 1 million followers. So I do my best. I do what I can do. I find things out as I go. I lean on other people like Lauren to help me with things, and you figure stuff out as you go. So I will share all of my knowledge with you, but I am by no means the person who wrote the book on starting a YouTube channel. But if my good friend Lauren is here next week, maybe she'll throw her 2 cents in too. It's a topic that everybody that wants to start a YouTube channel has questions about. And, and sometimes we're just nosy. We want to know stuff like, do you make money on YouTube? How much money do you make? Like, I don't care. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. So next Friday, that's going to be our topic. We will have a legitimate topic. And yeah, bring your questions, whatever they are. The worst thing that's going to happen is either I'm going to tell you I have no idea because I'm not that smart, or that's way too personal. I'm not going to tell you that. But honestly, what have I not shared with you in 4.5 years? Really, I think I've shared more things than a lot of people probably wish I would. So bring your questions, get them ready. That's what we're going to talk about. And are you for real? Lauren, tell them that. Tell them that. Tell them what you just told me. Because I think that would be even more fun. I think that would be even better. Lauren, drop the bomb on him. It's a good one. I just upped the game without even trying for next Friday. I think it's going to be awesome. Just hang in there for a minute, guys. So, how would you feel if we had a 2-for-1 on Friday? What if you got to pick the brains of 2 very tired YouTubers? Would you like that? I think it would be pretty awesome. So how about that? How about you get both of us? So you can ask us all the questions. And Lauren's been on YouTube longer than I have. We both definitely know stuff. Neither one of us, I think for the most part, we both just kind of make it up as we go and we figure out what works. So how about that? Life just got more exciting for all of us. So next Friday at 11, you will see both of us. Lauren, you're going to come on camera, right? She better. Yeah, we'll get her on. Okay, awesome. So you'll get 2 of us. So you can ask us anything. So you have a full week. You better bring your questions. Bring them. We'll answer whatever you want. And if you cross the line, we'll just tell you no. That's all. So, all right. And I think that is everything. So be on the lookout for some more videos. And I have a retreat this weekend, which is exciting because I'm going to work on a new pattern. I'm very excited. A twofer next Friday. That will make me feel better. I'll feel like I made up for the fact that I have to leave you for the Friday that I'm in Cleveland. Because I might be teaching at that time. I'm not even sure. But just like in Washington, if there happens to be a slow moment and my mom is good in the booth and I can go walk around and do a quick little live, I will do that. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, Lauren and I will both see you on Friday and we'll have a little chat about YouTube and all sorts of other things. So bring your questions and that's it. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. Have a great weekend. I'll see some of you in a few hours. Okay. Bye.